This is a shipwreck that was just discovered 2 days ago by the Sea Turtle Patrol. We came out yesterday, spent a few hours really just kind of inspecting the timber remains. We determined that it definitely is a shipwreck. It looks like maybe it's not as ancient a one as we could expect around here, but you know, some of the bolts, for example, have threaded ends and have hex nuts on them. So probably 1900s, maybe the first half of the 1900s. The more we look at it, the more my hunch right now is it may be an old shrimp boat. And that still doesn't sound very exciting maybe to some people, but the history of the shrimping industry here is one that was really important to our community, and we don't know all that much about the early shrimp boats, and we have some photographs, but it's always great to find an example of the real thing that we can look at that maybe hasn't been modified over the years. So that large longitudinal timber, that was down the center line of the vessel. That's the keel, the backbone of the ship, and then the frames or the ribs came out either side to kind of build up the shape of the hull, the body of the hull. And so we have a little bit of the lowermost portions of the frames. And then we also have notches in the keel where there were frames that are now that have rotted away, that are no longer there. So we're somewhere down in the bottommost part of the ship, which is what we usually find. Usually the top part breaks away and is washed off or has rotted away. So this is where we're comfortable, down in the keel and on the rib. Where that last double set is?
Or that last
we don't
two singletons. We have the two doubles.
We might be in the bow or the stern or something.
Yeah.
Something like this we wouldn't try to pull up and put on display. It would just be extremely expensive to preserve the timbers. You know, the safest place for this shipwreck right now is right here. When we're done, we'll bury it back up as much as we can, hope that the next storm buries it up, because again, that'll protect it and preserve it. And it's always here. We know where it is now. If we have a nor'easter a few years down the line, it gets exposed again, we'll come take a look and see if anything's changed, see if it looks like it's in any danger. But usually the thing to do is just what we're doing, to record what's there, to try to understand what it is, and then kind of bury it and keep an eye out for it, see if it comes back.